Okay, hi. I wanted to do a video about my twist that I've been doing lately. And I'm sorry for the bad picture, but this is a webcam. I'm not high tech yet. This is my first live video. I'm kind of nervous. So, there's this pre-twisted hair that I've been buying by Noir, I guess is what it's called. And this is just 1B, but it's called Tantalizing Twist braid, and it's basically pre-twisted hair. It's not the small ones like Senegalese. I guess it's Senegalese, but it's bigger. And they come in a bunch of colors, like the basic 1B, 2, 4s, 27s, and 30s. And so I have mostly 1B, and then I have probably like a half of a pack from a previous twist of, I think this is 1B, I think it's 1B 30. Sure, you see the color, but that's it. So I'm going to be installing this in my hair, and I wanted to do a video on it because I love this hair. I've only found it at one beauty supply store, and excuse me because I keep looking at myself rather than at the camera, but that's okay. But I've only found it at one beauty supply store, and so maybe if more people ask for it, it may show up in more stores, and if there's competition, maybe the price might go down. So right now it's $7.99 a pack. And by the way, Noir is by Janet Collection, so it's a popular company. It's just this particular hair isn't out of Birmingham, I guess. So I put it in by Crochet method, and this is my braid pattern. I basically did 2 into 1 all the way back, except at the top I wanted it to be 3 because it was just too wide. So sorry about the funny head action, but it's mirrored, so when I move my head it doesn't look like I expect it to look. But I did 1, 2, 3. So I did 2 of them going into 1 braid, and then 1 just going straight back. And then the back I did a braid straight across because I want, just in case I want to put it up, I don't want it to look weird in the back. So I'll show you the different angles. Left, right, and for the loose braids, I'm just going to fold them up and put them underneath the crochet. So I don't do thread because I have to take it down myself, and I'm scared I'll cut my hair. And I'll show you how easy it is and what I do to make it look more natural in the front. So basically, you take the twist. If you want to put it straight in half, that's fine. If not, you can taper it like that, and then they'll be longer. But I do them in half, and then they'll kind of make a natural layered effect. So I'll show you what I do. Just take the crochet needle. Take my glasses off. You know I won't be able to see myself. But no, I'm not legally blind. Let's see. And you put the needle up to your head and slide it under enough to where the hook goes to the other side. You put the hair, close it, slide it through, take it off, and then you just loop it. And that's it. No knots, no nothing. That's it. Now for the front, what I do is I'll take some of those twists and I'll pull them apart and then retwist them on the edges so it looks more natural. I'm just trying to find a piece that I've already separated. So here's some of the 1B, I think I said 27. So see, I already took it apart. It may look a little frayed, but it doesn't matter. But so all my edges, I'm going to use pieces like this. So I'll just take it like where it's close to know how to put it so far. I'll do here. Okay. So right on the edge, we'll just slide the crochet needle underneath, hook it, and pull just that short part through. Then I line them up, make sure they're lined up good. Then I twist. I try to make sure I twist in the same direction because otherwise it will look funky. Let's see if you said the right direction. No, wrong direction. It needs to go left over right. And I am kind of twirling my finger while I'm twisting to kind of maintain the Senegalese, I guess, ness of the twist. And kind of make sure frayed hairs are somewhat at bay. They're not going to be completely not there. See, that one kind of bunched up a little bit, but it'll work. I'm not stressing. And I just do this across the front of all the braids. I usually do at least 2 at the front of each braid, so that when I pull it up, or well, yeah, if I pull it up, it won't look crazy. Well, it won't look like crochet. So you can see that just looks kind of like it's coming out of my head, versus this one that it looks like a crochet. So in front of this one there'll be 1, and then see, I need to redo that one. I wasn't rolling as soon as I started, because if you don't roll while you're twisting, it kind of makes it loose. So I'll probably do that one over. But that's the gist of it. So the front of my hair won't be as bulky as the rest. And I'll come back and do another part when I'm done, just to show the finished results, and maybe I'll put some pictures in. Okay. So it's been about 15 minutes, and I'm already done with about 1/3 of my head. Probably a little over 1/3, but I do have a big head. So the other reason I love this hair, I'm almost done. I will be done in probably less than 30 minutes, because this was less than 15. So what I did was, for the 4 that were loose, I just folded them up. When I say loose, I mean it had 4 loose ends. I folded them up and put them underneath the crochet. So if you see, notice there's a tiny little piece of hair left out, it won't matter, but I just start at the bottom, put one on, then make sure it's folded up underneath that, and then I keep going, and it's secured. So with 3 braids or 3 crochets. So yeah, and I only did the 1B in the back. I'll start mixing in the 1B 30 or 27. I'm not sure, whichever one it is. I'll start mixing that in throughout the top. And yeah, I'll be back soon. Okay, another update. Since I knew I only had, well, probably less than a whole pack of the color. Like I said, I don't know which one it is. But since I only had 1 pack, I kind of just went ahead and scattered them in just random spots, so that it would kind of end up looking more like streaks. I don't like the big block that some people do at the top or in the back. I'm not a fan of that. But some people also do it like all around, or just color, black on top, or the opposite. I don't like it on me. So I just went ahead and did those before I put the rest of the black, so that I wouldn't have to be looking for spots to put them in. Just put them in, and I'll fill in with the rest of the black, which you see I have plenty more than some out of the camera view, and I have the pack that I have it open. Because another thing I did not mention, I reuse this hair, and I reuse this hair until it starts looking raggedy. And pretty much it only looks raggedy if you snag it with your fingernails, or if you, with the crochet hook, you see how it has the little hook there. So if you just lay it down randomly, you pick up some hair and it gets snagged on here, it can mess the hair up. And what I've actually been doing with some of these brown pieces, they snag easier than the black, or well, maybe not easier, they're just more noticeable than the black. So this one is one of them that you can tell it looks a little bit, it doesn't look as smooth as the normal ones would, because it had snags in it. So I pulled it apart, which I'll show you how you'll need to pull them apart. But I pulled it apart, and the side that was all messed up, because it's usually not both pieces in the twist that are messed up, it's usually one side or the other. And I combed that side out, and then I twisted it like a Senegalese twist, where you roll across, roll across. And I did that to the end. So you see this end looks different than the ones where the machine that they had. So this is the machine end, where it's real there. It's kind of blunt, and this is my end. So I'll probably dip it in hot water. I mean, not it. If it comes loose, it's not gonna come out of my head because it's still crocheted. So I'm not a stickler on my head. It's just, this probably won't even stay in for 2 weeks, because I took down some crochet curls, that I did with Marley hair, or close to Marley hair, and I didn't wash in between. So this probably won't stay up more than 2 weeks. That had only been in less than a week before I took it down. It's kind of a thing with the color hair. It didn't do as well as the 1B. So it looked a little messy, and then I'm basically out of town, so I needed to look neater and be less stressed about hair. So anyway, I've spent about 4 minutes talking, so let's add on to my time. And hopefully I'll be done in the next 20 minutes. Change from 15 because I realized at the edges, I have to manually twist them. So I had an extra 5 minutes. So I'll be back to show you the final results.